So, what you do is you hide from Rayloff, and then you just do a sneak attack. And you get to do this over and over and over again until you level up, hopefully. But it's important to make sure that you stay hidden from him, or else like none of these will actually work. Give him some in some place. Is the dual wield attack better? Increases that. Alright, so at level 2 you can level up, and then it doesn't really matter what you take, but at level 2 you can take 1 point in sneak, and that's it. That's all that you need, I think. I don't think you need anything else. Or, I shouldn't really even say that. Like, this all has weight to it, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's a total of 2 weight. And so every time you attack him, it should maintain stealth for the most part at this point. So, like, you don't have to level up to 2, but it makes it really easy. You go from failing your sneak attacks to landing them every time. And you get more than enough to level your character up for kind of a long time, for each attack you make. I don't know if he'll walk back. Maybe if I don't. Anyway, on legendary difficulty, if you do the dual wield attack, eventually you'll kill Rayloff, and if you kill him, he just regenerates. He goes into bleed out, and his health basically goes back to full. And it's hard to get sneak attacks on him during this time. So, but if your difficulty is all the way up, or even at master, I don't think that he'll ever outdamage his health regeneration, especially with 1 iron dagger in 1 hand. Like, that's not going to happen. You'll just raise the skill. Furthermore, this would be faster, but it's not about 30% faster. It's just a little bit faster, because every single attack you make raises your skill up. You can't get more than 1 level for 1 sneak attack. That's another thing. So getting the experience boosts does almost nothing. And it also takes away the opportunities from doing it to Rayloff, because you need to progress a little bit farther and get to a similar NPC like the Greybeards, which this works arguably better against. It's just, this is done at the beginning of the game. It's just about as fast, and it doesn't require any kind of, even the amount of time it takes to just fast travel between 2 locations once you discover High Hrothgar, I don't know. This certainly breaks the immersion, though. This is obviously something like what am I doing here? I've taken off all my clothes, and I don't know, I'm like slashing this Nord lookalike, wearing basically nothing, and I'm just doing this over and over and over again. I mean, it takes a skill pretty quickly, even at this level. Like, 1 attack is still raising it a full level. It's not quite. Eventually it gets to where you take several attacks to level you up, but that doesn't dramatically increase the experience per hour or minute. I shouldn't even say experience per hour, because it doesn't take an hour to do this. It takes like 10 minutes, maybe. I think it's better to do the dual wield attack, because you also build your one-handed skill up considerably more. You do it somewhere between 80 and 100% more damage. It raises 2 skills instead of just 1. Not really. One-handed skill is a lot harder to raise. It's based exclusively on the damage you deal, so... Anyway. I think that's pretty good too, but gosh, like, I don't know. What am I at, 74? 75? I don't know. I don't actually know what, like, the skill is right now, because... Okay, it's about 77. It takes several attacks to level up now. Okay. 5 sneak attacks or so to level up. You can also attack with your left hand. I think it's a similar speed. It should be 90% of the speed instead of 100%. But the right hand, even in the sneak attack position, should be the quickest way to do this. You don't need a second dagger, of course, but having one dagger lets you do this. The door keeps him from being able to move. I mean, he'll never be hostile towards you. He's essential, if that's not obvious. He always stays out of combat, so he gets his full health regeneration active. Accidentally, I'll maybe do a power attack. It's not really on purpose. But I mean, like, let's be real here. Like, does this take a long time? Does this take too long? Does this take an hour? Does it take several days? No. One-handed skill can get to 30, and that's kind of cool, but 35 lets you get the dual wield attack speed, so that when you equip 2 weapons, your attack speed increases. Well, you're not going to get your one-handed skill up that high unless you started with a much higher point to begin with. So some classes, races I should say, I guess, I don't know, like if you start as a red guard or something, like I don't know. There are some cases where that might be relevant, but I don't think so. The amount of experience it takes to get to 35 one-handed is not going to be reached here doing this. You'll get to 100 sneak before you get to 35 one-handed. In every case, if you're actually raising your sneak skill by doing this. Since you're going to be attacking things later, I think it's a waste of time to try and raise one-handed in here with the weakest weapons in the entire game. These, like, one-handed the Imperial swords are okay, I guess, but iron weapons, nope. And they've like the lowest base damage of anything. So, anyway, it's almost there. Let's see if we're finished here in just a minute and see how long it took. $96. The noise that it says it's doing a sneak attack critical, there's like a limit to it, and it just won't display all the other ones. Every single one of these attacks is a sneak attack critical, or yeah. And I guess it's Skyrim, so anyway. But yeah, like to get it to 100. Is that not pretty much it? I mean, what is it now? 99? Oh. Okay, well, that was that. So it's 100.